Welcome to ukuniquespirits. So, today is the 12th of April, and Jupiter and Neptune are conjuncting in the planetary systems. And bottom line, what this energy is kind of a whole new start to a whole 13-year process. Like new cycles are starting. If you've noticed, some of your old cycles are like drifting away and you are no longer connecting with them, and it's some of them excuse me, some of them are bittersweet, but some of them are like, I need to let this go. It's time to say goodbye to it. So now the energy, like, my entire family woke up late today. But I was up at 3:00 writing down ideas. So you might get directed for the next like 6 months to a year, and then you know kind of where you want to end up in the end. But the path in between, you're like, okay, kind of guide me. I don't know what I'm doing. But you might soon get like your first 6 months of work or first year of work that you need to do either for yourself or for your development, or however that resonates for you, or for your relationship in those developments, So the energy is a great day to manifest today. Manifest what it is you want for the next 13 years, what it is that you desire, or, like, hold on 1 minute. Where is your wants, like, where is it? Are you ready at this point in your life to change and go and do things in a different direction? So that is, we're kind of going to do a manifesting video. I'll do a tarot reading. It'll be about 20 minutes. So let's see where we go. So what I did is I take Post-its. I write down anything I want to get out into the world. And then I tear it up and I put it over my sage. Now this is Dragon's Blood sage. So it's manifesting sage. And it's white sage. And then I've got the manifesting candle. So we're going to do all the chakras and light a candle for each of that. I also have incense for each chakra burning. So this is kind of a cleansing and manifesting and like wiping out the old and bringing in the brand new. Now there's a few times through the years that, you can do this. You're capable of doing this. I mean, you could do it anytime you want, don't get me wrong. But when the energy will support you, there's a few times during the year. However, this is a little different. This today will not happen. The energy that happens today will not happen until 2188, the year. So just like, there's not going to be that much energy support, again, for at least my existence, So anyways, let's get to it. So go ahead and write down what it is you want to manifest. Oh, we'll do a tarot reading while we do that. Yeah, so write down any life goals, anything that you're just wanting in life, where you desire to go, what your plan, and you don't have to have it all planned out. Just what's your end goal? And then I feel like you're going to be getting signs and synchronicities on what's next, what you need to do right now to make this happen for the future. So we got the Empress here. This is beautiful energy, feminine energy. We are coming up on the full moon in Libra, which is about the divine feminine energy, and this is her right here. Oh my Lord. And then we got manifesting. This is the energy of manifesting. Whatever your heart's desire is, and it's not like it appears and it's magic. Like, people take magic in such a weird way. This is what it is you are thinking your intentions of what it is that your dreams and desires are. Then you're saying it out to the universe and you're writing it down, you're burning it, you're putting the energy out there. And because that's what your desire is, that is a vibration that you're sitting on. So the universe will bring you signs and synchronicities to lead you towards the direction that you're trying to get at. They're like, okay, I hear you. All right. It's going to take you like 13 years, 9 years, 5 years to do that. But if you want that, that's okay. Here's what you need to do next. Are you willing to be guided without knowing what's next? You'll lose jobs, you'll lose friends, you'll lose family, you'll lose things along the way. Are you willing to take this journey, though? That's kind of where you gotta sit, when you're trying to manifest. We also have the past. So maybe a past life, a past connection. This could be a brand new connection, but it's like you know each other and it's a past life knowing, If you believe in that. I mean, I'm open to everything. And then this is knowing you. Really, really getting inside you and knowing what it is. What do you want to develop for the next 13 years? What are your goals? Not what is, your husband's goals or your boyfriend's goals or your kids' goals. Like, what happens in 13 years for you if there's no one around you? What happens? And sometimes in life that happens where there's nobody around. You don't have to worry about anyone or anyone's goals. And sometimes people need that. Like, they want that so bad, but then they neglect themselves. And so sometimes the universe will take people away from you so you can sit with yourself and you can really understand, what is it I want? Not what is it that they think I should have, or they see that I should have, or, like they tell me that I should have, or I've been programmed to think that I should have. What is it my heart desires? And it's making that choice. Weighing your pros and cons. Seeing what it is, really understanding you and what your agendas are. Oh, I was gonna start the candle and then a shit ton of cards came out. So maybe communication's coming. Fast communication. Not seen. So there's a message of letting go of fear right now. It's scary not knowing what is coming up ahead and what you're going to lose. But that is part of the journey. You kind of have to be willing to lose everything. Really lose everything. And when you lose everything, be like, okay, lesson learned. Let's move to the next one, Like, now we can only go up, so where we go here, Where's up? Please show me up. And it's not being afraid of it. It's getting control of your addictions. That could be this year. Now, they also say this is like the Great Awakening, so I don't exactly know what that means. I don't know if more people are going to become more spiritual and people are going to want to be like, I want to think about self, and then thinking about self will help me elevate others, and in elevating others, we all work in unison, and then there's just this beautiful ebb and flow of communication and honesty and just nobody working themselves to death for freaking nothing, This is emotional happiness. That's beautiful. I love that. That's where you get to. Like, that's what I feel like this time is for, manifesting that 10 of Cups. What do you want in 13 years? I want to sit there. How are you going to get there? What can you do to get there? Not what someone else can do or how they're going to meet you there, because it might not be them that meet you there. But what can you do to get there? And then you can see who shows up. So we've got travel. Traveling away from burdens is kind of what I'm seeing here. Moving away from burdens sometimes, like not really giving two shits what anyone thinks is what I want to say. So I'm just going to say it. Working together with the right people. Realizing who your soul tribe is. Realizing who works good with you. And seeing that wish. Seeing that healing energy of just not taking control. Because taking control sits you in such a like anxiety and worry and cockiness and egotism. Egotism. And I feel like there's going to be some truth, some messages of truth, or you're going to see some clarity on some situations. So, let's get started. I'm game. All right. Here we go. I'm going to open. I already opened the circle before I started the video. I usually do. This one is for... Oh, you know what? No. I know I just did that, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it in this order. See, they say you don't blow out if you want, like it to work. I don't know if it's true or not, but we're going to start over with the white candle. This is kind of our grounding candle. This is where I see clarity, and we will end with this candle as well. This is like stepping into ourselves, fully and completely. Then we've got, this is the grounded one, the actual root chakra one. Just breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And I let the wax drip on the paper. How do you want to take these years and be stable? Stable. Where do you want to find your stability? Then we're going to go to the Chakra chakra. I can never say that one right. And we're going to clear the energy there. And what are your passions and desires? And how do you want to manifest that this next 13 years? And then we move to the solar plexus chakra. And we think about self and empowerment and how we can build ourselves up these next 13 years to accomplish what it is that we want. Then we move up to our heart chakra. Sorry, I have to control the fire. And we really open up our heart to what we want our heart's desire to be at for the next 13 years. What do we want to see and represent as love? And then we move up to our throat chakra. How do we want to speak the next 13 years? How do we want to communicate? How do we want to see people when it comes to communication? How do we want to show people how to talk to us? And then we move up to our crown, our third eye chakra. And we think of how do we want to build our intuition? How do we want to teach that intuition? How do we want to move more intuitively in the next 13 years? And then we move up to our crown chakra. And how open and receiving are we going to be this next 13 years? Are we going to say what needs to be said in order to be open to receiving? A lot of people have a hard time receiving. And then we're going to end with closing this up and lighting up our intentions. And as you can see, we're lighting it up. We're going to put these out into the world. I think I'll keep these ashes and use them to make salts and stuff. Yeah, so that is kind of what is happening. That's how we're manifesting. So I hope you wrote down your intentions and you manifest during this time your heart's desire and everything that you want to move towards these next 13 years. All right, that's what I have for you. Peace, love, and light.